I'm going to explain about probability concept and applications of probability. Probability means it is the chance to get the outcome. You can say that how much chance is there to get the outcome in an experiment. That is the probability. What is an expectation? How much expectation is there? If you consider an experiment, how much expectation is there? That is the probability. For example, simple example I'll explain here. If you consider a coin, the coin is having, there are two outcomes, that is head is there and tail is there. Then what is the probability to get head? Probability to get head is, that is favorable outcome is only one favorable outcome is there. Out of total number of outcomes are 2, 1 by 2. So means it is zero point 0.5 into 100 means that is 50% chance is there to get the head. Then what is the probability to get tail here? So here there is a one favorable outcome is there to get the tail, 1 by out of two outcomes head and tail. So therefore again it is zero point 0.5 into 100 means that is 50% chance is there. So this is the probability to get head probability is 50% chance is there. Tail probability is also having 50% chance. This is before completion of the experiment. So after completion, just assumption. So if you tossed a coin and got it head is happened. So means in this case, so the probability to get head is that is 1. Means 1 into 100 means it is 100% chance, 100% probability after completion only. So in this case, the probability to get tail is already head is happened means this is 0, means 0%. So think that here you can assume this before completion of the experiment, both are having that is 50-50 chance. But after completion of the experiment, you can see this, the probability is completely changed. One is 100% and another one is 0% probability. That is the probability disadvantage. While going for betting, the everyone is think that is I have 50% chance I will get. One more person is also assuming, so I am also having 50% chance. Definitely I may get. But think this here. So once the experiment is done, not only head here, so here head is happened means here head person is having 100% probability and remaining tail person is having 0% probability. So this is also called as relative frequency of the probability. So even if you go for here, you can say this. Typically, we can say that the probability means probability defined as, that is, number of favorable outcomes to the semester exams. You can write it as, that is, number of favorable outcomes to total number of outcomes is the definition for probability. Total number of outcomes. Total number of outcomes. So we can also write it as, that is, n of a by n. So that is equal to P of a. This is the probability definition, theoretically can say. But what is the probability? It is how much chance is there to get the outcome. That is the probability. How much expectation is there. That is the probability everywhere. In games also you can say that. So how much, who will win? If two teams are going for betting, so who will win? That is an expectation. That is an probability. So generally in probability concepts they will take it as a dice is one of the experiment. So to explain probability they can take it as that is dice is an experiment. If you consider a dice, so how many outcomes are there in dice? There are six outcomes. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and that side 6. So 6 outcomes are there here. Then what is the probability to get 1? So how many outcomes? The outcomes are that is 6 are there here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here there are 6 outcomes are there. So in this case probability to get 1. If you roll a dice, so here it is a dice. Dice is an experiment. So here you can see this. If you consider a 1, what is the outcome? If it roll a dice, what is the probability to get 1? So there is only one chance is there, one favorable outcomes by out of 6 outcomes. Similarly, to get 2. Here also to get 2 only one chance is there, one chance. So means again it is 1 by total number of outcomes are 6. Again if you go for 3 to get 3, if you roll a dice to get 3, how much chance is there? 1 by 6. Again probability to get 4 is equal 1 by 6. Probability to get 5, how much chance is there? Only one chance is there. How many 5s are there? Only one favor out of 6 favors. Probability to get 6, that is 1 by again 6. So means here 6 into 15, that is, so 1 by 6 means that is 1 by 6 means that is approximately 16% is there to get the outcome before completion of the experiment. So if we go for the total probability here, total P total equal here 1 by 6 plus 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 1 by 6 is equal 6 by 6 is equal 1. Here also you can see this total number of probability is P total. Probability if you toss a coin P total equal probability to get head is 1 by 2 plus probability to get tail 1 by 2 is equal 2 by 2 equal to 1 is the maximum probability. So like this it is how much chance is there to get the outcome that is called as the probability always. Coming to the applications, uh, why you are studying this subject in all engineering branches, it is there almost applications. PT, either PTSP or PTRP, probability theory and random process, or RVSP, random variables and stochastic process, or PRP, probability theory and random process. All engineering subjects are required, that is probability concepts. All engineering subjects depends on the application it requires, because even if you go for that is communication, electronics and communication engineers, so how many signals in mobile communication, how many signals they are transmitted? By using probability we can find how many signals are dropped while transmitted 100 signals in communication systems, how many signals can drop. So by using probability concepts only they can find easily. Even if you go for that is number of defective elements in a factory, defective elements, defective elements also you can find by using probability concepts. For example, if you go for that is bolts designing company, 100 bolts if they are designed, and they will give the probability for defective. So then how many defective bolts are there? We can find easily. Even if you go for mobile designing company, we can find the defective mobiles in a company. Even if you go for raindrop size, also we can find by using probability concepts. By using Gaussian distribution, so they can find the raindrop size theoretically. That is the importance for the uh, engineering subjects, all engineering subjects. If you go for triple E, so they will find how much average power is required to transmit the signal. Like this, everywhere the probability concepts are required before start the experiment everywhere, because some assumption is required everywhere. Even while started at your home, we can assume, we can expect the probability how much time it is required to reach the destination in real life, in real human life. That is the importance for the probability everywhere. And coming to the real time applications, especially they will go for that is gambling games. Probability concepts are used in gambling games like playing cards and dice problems. So it is very important to calculate, to expect something, playing cards games. And that is the importance for the games. Not only gambling games, if you go for cricket, we can find the who will win, who will lose. Only it is only expectation. Probability means always we will expect something, but it may or may not happen. That is the case. So depends on the present and previous statistics, and we can say that who may win, who may lose. Even we can expect something in cricket and 50 over score by using present status. And if rain will come, so they can expect by using Duckworth-Lewis method based on the probability concepts only. Not only cricket, hockey, and remaining games, everywhere the probability concepts are required. Even if you go for communication systems, so probability concepts are required. And if you go for military application also, students, military applications, we they can find before completion of the experiment. They can accept, for example, if you go for missile, how much time it will require to reach the target. So by using probability formula, probability, that is distribution and density functions, we can find easily before completion of the experiment some expectation we can find by using probability concepts only. That is the importance for the probability concepts. That's why we are reading these subjects. So finally, the probability means what? It is the ratio between number of favorable outcomes to total number of outcomes. So this is enough. If you have a doubt, you can send to me. Thank you.